550 FPS, guys. 550. Today, we're going to be checking out the NVIDIA RTX 5060 8GB in Fortnite Battle Royale. We're going to be running it through its paces at 1080p, 1440p, and 4K in DX12 and performance mode. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, dropping in with the RTX 5060 on DX12 low preset. We are on the native resolution of 1080p. And we're seeing, 340 FPS dropping in ain't too bad, guys. That should only go up once we hit the ground. But yeah, guys, we're seeing really great frame rates here. I know it's 1080p on low, but a lot of you guys play it for Fortnite, you know, competitive settings and whatnot. But yeah, 400 FPS. You guys will be locking in those 360 hertz monitors, which is great. I'm not even going to waste my ammo on that guy. But yeah, this is looking really good, really stable so far. So you guys will be very happy with this if you're rocking 1080p and low settings. And bumping it up to medium settings, we are sitting pretty. 300 FPS. All right, so any of you guys sitting on a 1080p 240 hertz monitor, you're definitely going to be happy with the performance. If you guys prefer medium settings, the game obviously starting to look a little better. And, you know, you're getting some lighting, some shadows. Doesn't look like a complete potato. Not exactly how I'd play the game. I feel like I'd either go, you know, all in on performance or all in on visuals one way or another. But hey, depending on who you are, this could be a great way to play the game. All right, and 1080p at high settings. Just switched it over, and I mean, immediately I'm definitely seeing a little bit more shadow detail. It seems like there's a little bit more going on with the reflections in the water as well. So I'm still maintaining a very respectable 170 FPS on average, which is very good. I know a lot of you guys are rocking 1080p 165 hertz monitors, so this might be a good option for you guys. And again, I mean, game looks really good. Okay, 1080p epic settings. We're pushing it. Definitely starting to get a little more hertzy down in the low hundreds. Let's go take a look at the water. I think that's going to be the thing that we're really going to notice on epic settings here. I mean, yeah, dude, just like the ground. I know that sounds crazy, but even just the ground itself looks better, which is wild. Okay, and here we are, 1440p low settings, DX12. Sitting just over 270 FPS or just around on average, which is great. You guys got to 1440p 240 hertz monitor. You'll be golden. You'll be absolutely golden. This is great. DX12 in this game runs very smooth. I know a lot of people play performance mode, but DX12 is where it's at if you guys don't want a bunch of massive stutters. All right, we just swapped up to medium settings. Looks like we're sitting just at 160 FPS entering this town here, and the game's looking a lot better. I mean, you can see the glow coming off the chest there, which is awesome, and a lot better lighting, even just looking through the panes of glass. You know, the inside of these buildings looks a whole lot better, and yet we're still sitting in the upper 100 FPS range, which is awesome. So if you guys want your game to look a little bit better, this would be the way to rock and roll, because medium actually looks pretty good. And we're still at a very competitive 164. So if you guys are rocking 165 hertz monitors, I mean, you're mostly there. Gliding out of here at 1440p high settings. And again, I've said this every time I've swapped, but high definitely looks really good. And medium, I mean, as much as medium was nice, high's looking really good. Now, when you go to epic, I feel like it's just too much of a hit to performance. But this is just, I mean, if you guys want Fortnite to look prettyful, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, then this is the way to do it. Because, gosh, dang, this looks good for Fortnite. The one thing I will say, guys, is if you're playing on higher settings, is you're going to have a lot more like vegetation on the map, which makes it harder to see people, which ultimately is, you know, what you want to do in a competitive game. Ooh, that guy got smoked. Let's get him. Let's thirst him. We swapped over to 1440p epic settings, and we're now below 100 FPS. Looks like mid-air we're dropping down to the 70s there, which is obviously not great, but the water looks great. So at least there's that. So it's not a complete bust. We are suffering for it a little bit. Under 100 FPS for Fortnite is a little tough. You know, I personally like to be above 200 when I'm playing Fortnite. I think it's, I mean, obviously you can be competitive, you know, at 120 FPS, but I think it helps a whole lot when you're rocking, you know, 200. All right, dropping in. We're at 4K low settings. We're going to see how the 5060 fares at 4K. This should be interesting. We are joined by my wife, Muffin Crumb, and just for some funsies. She hasn't played Fortnite in a minute, so, you know, cut her some slack, boys. All right, cut her some slack. It looks like right off the rip, we're getting just over 120 FPS, which isn't too shabby. Goodbye. No, you're not rolling away. You're not rolling out of here. But as you guys can see, 142 FPS after chilling in the town for a little bit, getting in some combat. And that's not too bad. I mean, if you guys are rocking 4K, I'm sure you could throw a little DLSS on and maybe boost that up a little bit. What am I looking at? What kind of bot behavior was that? But yeah, not too shabby if you guys got 120 hertz TVs or something that you want to rock some 4K on. So we'll keep her going. All right, that was intense. Gonna go reboot our teammates, but we're chilling at 100 FPS, guys. Just for the record. Let's see, what were we on? 4K medium. That's right. That's right, dude. That was so distracting. All that fighting. That was crazy. That was absolutely insane. Looks like we got another res close by. But let's move on to high settings. All right, this is where we're pushing the limit, it looks like. Gonna go in and get a samurai sword. Katana. We're sitting at just 60 FPS, guys. So this is gonna get a little rough if we start getting in some crazy fights here, but the game looks amazing. I'm actually surprised we're able to run high settings on this card, on the RTX 5060 in Fortnite, dude. On high settings, that's crazy. I was expecting maybe drop even, you know, down to the 40s on this card with its 8 gigs of VRAM, but we're doing it. We're doing it. This is definitely not a setting I want to sit on for too long, guys. While it does look amazing, it's not going to be competitive at all when you have people rocking, you know, 500 hertz these days. And just to show you guys what we can do with epic settings, 4K, 55 FPS. Our frame time graph is getting a little more rough, getting a little more difficult. The game, obviously, the luminance and just the sun rays and the particles, everything looks great. I mean, look at that. That's beautiful, dude. The game, come on, guys. The game looks so good. But man, this is going to be rough to fight. All right, we just landed, cleared out the spawn area, and it looks like in 1080p performance mode, we're sitting at 550 FPS, guys. 550 in 1080p performance mode. Not the OG one, not the legacy performance mode, but the new one, the DX12 based one. If you guys are sitting on a 1080p 540 hertz monitor, I mean, come on. It'll be golden. It'll be absolutely golden with the setup. The 5060 is absolutely rocking it here at 1080p performance mode. Gonna beam that little bot. Yeah, we should have no problem even playing 4K on this, so, which is great. Hello. Is that another bot? Just bots. Bots everywhere. But all right, let's do it. Let's move up. Let's keep on going. Let's go up to 1440p and see how we do. 1440p performance mode. We got a little numpty right in front of us here. Hello, friend. Hello. But guys, we're rocking it. 420 average FPS. Still hovering over, just over 300 on the 1% lows, which is very smooth. Very nice. Definitely really impressed with how well this game, how well they've updated this game to make it smoother and not as stuttery as it once was. I remember many a times having some pretty bad stutters on the old legacy performance mode, and yeah, I don't think any of you guys will have any complaints about playing the new performance mode on Fortnite here, because the 5060 can get 436 average FPS. I mean, dude, you can build a nice Fortnite setup for pretty cheap. Then, I mean, even a 5050's got to be pretty amazing. I have yet to test that one out. That will be coming, but yeah, let's keep her going. Let's go up to 4K now. All right, 4K. Crispy as frick, bro. This looks so good. Oh my gosh. I mean, for performance mode, obviously, it just looks very crispy, very clear. Yeah, that's nice, dude. That is nice. And we're sitting at almost 240 hertz. That's wild. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. If you guys found the video helpful, informative, or just straight up entertaining, hit the like button. I appreciate it very greatly. It helps the channel a lot. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the RTX 5060's performance in Fortnite. What settings would you guys run? Anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.